Well, good morning there, guys. Here we are down at the allotment, and it's a bit cloudy. We have a bit of rain every now and again, so I will endeavour to show you what I will be doing today. But if it starts raining, then I'm going to have to hide my phone. So start down here. As you can see, it's actually quite dark now. I reckon we could be in for a bit of rain. So if I pause it here, so starting down here, these are the cut and come again lettuce. They need a bit of a weed round, but the iceberg, two of them have got munched. So this is last year's rainbow chard. That will be coming out. And then here we have 2 rows of parsnips. I'm going to let them get a bit more developed before I weed around them. And then here, these little fellas, 2 rows of carrots there, which is brilliant. And these are my potatoes. They're coming through now, so they have to be earthed up. Also, I'll be weeding this path. So as you can see, there is weed membrane here. It does stop the weeds coming from underneath, but once you get soil on the top of it, then you've got somewhere for the weeds to grow. So it's not the be all and end all of weeds on your path. Oof. I was up here yesterday for a while, and I put the dwarf beans in a spare bit of ground that was in the strawberry, this little strawberry bed anyway. And I also put some in here as well. Beans will fix nitrogen to the soil, so that will be good for the strawberries. Oh, now this is the garlic. Not looking too bad at all, really. I don't think. But have a bit of a failure there on the peas, as you can see. And then there we have beetroot, which was multi-sown in a module. So there was about 3 or 4 seeds per module, and then plant them all out together. Just nip back up here. Got to show you these. As I'm sure most of us have at some point or other, had some onion bulbs left over, and rather than just leaving them to rot in the shed, I chucked them in, hope for the best. But they seem to be doing really well. They got to be weeded round, so, and here in amongst the bindweed, which has got to come out, there's shallots. So that's the top, I suppose, third of the allotment, and we'll continue walking on down. So here we have the red and white onion sets that I overwintered, and don't know what you guys think, but I'm not at the moment too impressed with them. They do seem to be thickening up, but overall impression, I'm not that impressed, so I won't be doing them over winter again. Then whilst I was up here yesterday as well, I put the Brunswick cabbages out. As you can see by him and him there, a couple of casualties, but not too worried about that. They will probably come back. But what I will be doing in between some of these cabbages is putting out my celery, which I will show you in a bit because it's still in the greenhouse. See what's under here. Got a bit of sun there. I think they're carrots and parsnip again under there. Yeah, nothing showing yet though, so. And if we go on down here, just lift this net up. If you're putting, this is just a little tip, but if you're putting your canes across the top of your hoops and you're using scaffolding netting, the little overhang there serves as like a peg. Keep your netting up whilst you're weeding or whatever. And if you've got these sorts of stakes, then when you pull your netting up again, put it through there. It'll grip just enough that it's not blowing about in the wind. And the same with the metal ones, really. Just push it in, and it just holds it just enough. Probably not on a windy day, but I myself don't lift the netting on a windy day. So here we are. That's Durham early cabbage there, given to me by my neighbour, which was lovely. And then here, purple sprouting broccoli. Got got 6 of them, which is good. I like the proper broccoli. Well, I like the calabrese that in the UK is sold as broccoli, but it's not really. Yep, that's the purple sprouting broccoli. What do we have here? Oh, well. We could have some calabrese. Yes, calabrese. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 5 of them, which is another good one. Stick in there. So yeah, that's that one. Got a bit of a casualty there, but I'm sure he'll come back. Still young enough yet. So as you can see here, I did a bit of weeding around the old bean frame whilst I was up here yesterday. So with me lifting that netting up today, and I'll finish off that bit there, make sure the weeds are away from the plants. And then here we have turnip. I'm the only one that likes it, so there's only about 4 or 5 there. And here we go with the Dwarf Beans. I believe you call them fava beans or fava beans in the US. But when it says no need to stake, yes, take that with a pinch of salt. One of the best tips I can give you: if you think it needs staking, stake it. If it turns out that it doesn't, you haven't lost anything. So I will be putting some cane in there today, just to give them some support. Here we have the apple tree that seems to have lost all of its flowers. Hope to get some apples off of that. It did last year. It's not a very old tree. It's only probably 3-4 years old. This is the pear tree. So I love the pear tree. Just something about it that's and this is the cooking apple tree. And this just keeps on going. It just keeps giving all the time. It's been moved once, and I had to move it because it was overhanging the neighbour's pathway. So yeah, I moved it and she didn't mind at all. So this is what I call my odds and sods bucket. Yeah, not strictly a bucket, but you know, little things left over, things to go out. This one, he's not worth putting out, I don't think. He's been chewed a bit too much. Same with him, really. He's been lunch for something. Same with him. So, but those two there, well, the three, they can go out, even though I can't read the label on that, but we have a curly kale there, so that can go out. Here we have marigolds, which those were put out the same time as these. But these don't seem to be doing as well. So what I will probably do when those get a bit bigger is to transplant them into there. So now we can venture into the greenhouse. Oh, yeah, it's a bit warm in here. So in here I've got some Brussels sprout seeds, but it's a bit late in the season and they're not showing yet. Some leeks, prize taker leeks they're called. This is a nothing. This is actually here, so as it stops this from moving, because of course these plastic covered greenhouses, when the wind hits them, the plants move. But they're the tomatoes anyway. They could do with some water today. Looking a bit shad. Yeah. And we got them in there. Yeah. Blue horizon. Not even going to try and say the other word. And then over here we have sweet corn, sunflowers, tarragon, that's a gherkin, that is a tomato, German plum, and then over here I have another anonymous one. Got to get in here today, later on, sort these out, because some of them aren't surviving. Yeah, so, and then under here we have some little gem lettuce and some iceberg lettuce. just going through, and then some more cauliflower there. Just a little one there, that's a giant one. Not too giant at the minute, is it? And then at the back there we have more tomatoes. And then in here there are peppers, chilies, and in the corner there, that's the celery I was talking to you about, which I'm going to put between the cabbages. A couple more all year round cauliflower there. Don't look too healthy. So yeah, that's the update on that. So if you've enjoyed the video, then give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you've got any useful criticism, or if you've got any ideas on what I could be doing differently, then please comment below. So that is my detailed update. Thank you for watching. Oh, good afternoon there, guys. Part 2 of today's update. First one is, well, it's not very often you see me without a hat. So, there we go. But anyway, let's so just swivel you round. There we go. So some of these beans had to be staked up, so they've been done. That's the broad beans. This entire pathway was weeded, and little pile of weeds at the end there, which is against the compost bin, so don't have to worry too much about that. And then this area here was all weeded, and then earlier in the video I showed you these cabbages, which weeded them as well. Cabbages and purple sprouting broccoli. There was a big pile of weeds there, which I've roughly gone through, get rid of the big ones. This still needs doing. This path along here, that was weeded. This one was actually quite bad, as you can see by the how I've had to really scrape at that to get them up. So walking on around. This is one wheelbarrow load of weeds that I've got out today, and about half a wheelbarrow gone in the compost bin, and that's the other path that has been weeded as well. So the next time I'm up here, I will be concentrating on weeding the actual beds, like around the onions there, and around the garlic and the beetroot. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, that's the update for today. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's a bit of a long one, I know, but I don't generally do long ones. Short, sweet, in and out. So yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you soon. Well, good morning there, guys. Here we are down at the allotment, and it's a bit cloudy. We have a bit of rain every now and again, so I will endeavour to show you what I will be doing today. But if it starts raining, then I'm going to have to hide my phone. So start down here. As you can see, it's actually quite dark now. I reckon we could be in for a bit of rain. So if I pause it here.